And Miss Cassette, bring you on. Hey. Sorry for the delay, technical difficulties. I received some bad news, but we're here. La la yay, la 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 la. Hey, hey, go KASECH, go KASECH. My people.
I'm not used to this one.
Say again?
I'm not used to this beat.
It's faster. Articulate people. Let's go.
I put it into my page because I'm not allowed to share it to my lives.
Share it, share it. Ziggy's out. Salam. Radi MD, salam. I'm gonna turn the AC on. I'll be right back.
I'll hold the foot.
Hold the foot down.
Salam, salam, salam. Salam.
Hey, Ziggy's out. Let's go. Salam, salam. Leiti do, dahando, leiti akin alana.
I need to look at the video clip and see how they dance.
I like this beat. Share, Gabody. It's late. I know it's late. I'll be lucky to get 150. But I understand.
What's the time?
Right now, it's 5:24 West Coast and 8:24 East Coast, USA.
Come on, people. Stay up a bit later.
Let's go.
Stay up later. Patawi. Is it Patawi? Coming from
Patawi Hari. La 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 la.
My closest friends are gonna laugh at Cassie. You're playing with the dragons. I'm doing properly today.
Hello to Yuski. Salam, salam. Kumalok ni Hawate. Lahando?
Ano? Dahan. Kumalahaw daw.
There you go. Get him. Get him away. Kamala ka sa Hawaii to blow kumala.
It's about as far as I go. Dahanda?
Ara jigna.
So that's sweet.
Hey.
like this. I think I'm going to be introducing this to our family.
Yeah, let you introduce yourself. They're loving the song, though.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The song. I'm loving the song. I'm going to introduce it to my
I'm going to send
kids.
it to you. Hi, Lydia. Hi, Lydia Hafte. Harugu. Harugu is my mom from San Diego. Now, this is my mom's best friend who also raised me.
Aww.
Ade Harugu.
Salam. Ade? No, what's the
Ade,
correct?
Ade, yeah, Ade Harugu is my mom in San Diego. I love her. Wow, this man is amazing. Idris Muhammad Ali Wadi Amir. Where is he? Free that man. Isai Saporki Asirka Lohasra'i. Release that man. You can't arrest all our brilliant minds. But before we go into that, ladies and gentlemen, I have a special guest for you, Hwate. Zia Haftana of Australia Zela, freedom fighter, justice seeker. بزعبة تجراي تزارب بزعبة أورومو تزارب بزعبة خلو إثيوبيا تزارب دك أغاني تجرايم بعلم. I would like to welcome our sister KASECH RAYAWEYTI. I'll let her introduce herself.
Hi guys, thank you for joining us. I see some of the names in here, in the chat. I've come across you guys, so it's nice to be able to join you all today and have a chat about freedom and Team Freedom, why I love Mr. Captain Eritrea and this fight and what it is that it's what it is, why, and it's the humanity, and that's what I see in you. That's why I think we get along. Doesn't matter. Right is right, wrong is wrong. Absolutely. Humans are humans, and everybody's life, without sounding, politically incorrect in America, everybody's life really does matter. I don't care. It's not about American politics. This is the Horn of Africa, and enough's enough. People have got to. They need their freedom.
Absolutely. Well, we want to welcome you. We love you, KASECH. You and I have known each other for a while. We were supposed to do a live a few times. You got a lot of haters on all sides, but you know what? I love the fact that you're part of Team Freedom. And the cool thing about Team Freedom, there's no paperwork to fill out. There's no form to fill out. There's no pledge to take. All you have to do is say, I, whoever you are, state your name.
Are we doing it? Are we signing in?
I solemnly swear to uphold justice, prosperity
without the Abby,
peace, and freedom for the people, by the people. Boom. That's it. Okay. Sorry about the prosperity thing, but I want people to be successful too.
I wish there was another word.
I know, because they took that. Go ahead.
He's taken it and spat it out. He took out that word.
He ruined that prosperity word.
No, we can.
Lydia's laughing. She's like, "Whoa." The cool thing about my show, KASECH, is we could literally have fun like this for hours, even if we go like this.
Oh, can I find myself a hat?
I think my jaw hurts from that, but I think you and I can literally have fun for hours. Before we begin, though, I'm going to take my headgear off, show you guys my shiny head. What I'm going to do is have a moment of silence for all the Tigrayan victims, Eritrean refugees. We'll just give a 10-second moment of silence to show respect to our brothers, fallen brothers and sisters in Oromia and everywhere else in Ethiopia and Eritrea, the ones who are facing genocide, rape, murder, death, famine, brutal regimes that is unheard of in 2021. So with that said, what I'll do is we'll go ahead, we're going to consolina 10 seconds. All right. Amen.
Amen.
Well, Yawate, today I got Miss KASECH Rayaweti, the long-awaited. We've been waiting a long time for this. I'm going to let her introduce herself, little brief history about who she is, what she does, how every Habesha loves her, and we're trying to figure out who is this lady. Blina,
Where did she come from?
yeah, tell us. Go ahead.
All right. So my name's not really KASECH, but we'll stick to that now because there's too many haters out there, as you all know. I am part of your community, extended community here in Australia, because I have two beautiful little Tagaro children, Hadagwal, Hadawode, and I'll try and practice my Tigrinya, which
that was excellent.
Hadagwal, Hadawode. And I believe in always teach. Well, I always believed in my kids knowing their identity, knowing where they come from, being proud of where they come from, and never letting anybody shame them for being anything other than who they are and who they want to become. So I started studying and learning a lot about the history of the Horn of Africa, mainly Ethiopia. And then when I went to Tigray, and I realized the Tigrayan and the Eritrean history goes very hand in hand. That's my passion. It's my hobby to learn about this kind of things, history, philosophy, how things played out, politics. But at the end of the day, I'm a human. I've always cared for people, wanted to look after people. I was a registered nurse for a while. Unfortunately, nursing's not really the career that I wanted to follow in, but that strength of humanity and that love for humanity has always been part of me and my character forever. And knowing so much about the history, but not also that, going to Ethiopia, spending a lot of time in Tigray, I got to meet a lot of people, incredible people, being part of the community here, amazing people, people from all around Ethiopia. So when this war started, I'd already been commenting a little bit here and there about, politics and what I thought was going to happen. I wasn't known by anyone, but when this happened, I got an overwhelming sense of freedom needs to be fought for, and people need to have their voices heard. And I just started talking and speaking up on behalf of humanity, and war is just wrong no matter where you're from. My family came to Australia from war. Many Horn of Africa, like Horners, as some people colloquially call them, have come from war, and it's ridiculous. Enough is enough. Like, the last one should have been it. The last one should have been it. The last, like, generations. And I witnessed this generational trauma that I think I've witnessed it in Tagaro. I've witnessed it in Eritreans, and I want to be part of that stopping. Like, don't want to see my great grandkids or my nephews and nieces have to go through trauma and pass that down to their next generation. That's why I do what I do. It's all really like funneled into, all my interests are funneled into this one place.
That's awesome, KASECH, and we appreciate that. What's really refreshing is you got a lot of people that say they're Pan-Africanist, this, and all this stuff, right? Which is cool, whatever, to each his own. But to me, it's more powerful when different countries and different states come together and they're concerned. Like, if something's happening, like in Palestine, for example, right?
Yeah.
We all stand for Palestine. That's what Team Freedom is. You have the same ideology, and that's what makes it beautiful. People of all races, colors, and religion can come together and just be human and care for each other, and not worry about what color you are, or what you're from Africa, you're from Russia. All that doesn't matter. Humanity is humanity. We all serve God, period. And if you believe in God, then we serve a higher being. So my thing is, I should care for when mankind is suffering, right? So if the problem with Eritreans, for example, is kind of like that battered syndrome, right? They've been in prison, they've been beat down, they've been crushed to the point where they can't even pray. They don't even have a church, right?
Yeah.
So my question to you is, now that you're well versed in the Horn, well enough, can you articulate what's happening in Tigray in relation to Eritrea? Because remember, Eritrea has been going through genocide, but at a slow leaking level versus an astronomical one-time big move like thing that's happening in Tigray. We've been going through genocide. We've been arrested. I know personally people that I know that have been in containers and somehow escaped. Can you shed light on that?
You hit it on the nail on the head. It's a slow death as opposed to a quick death. So in nursing terms, we've got a chronic illness and an acute illness. Eritreans, not just Eritreans, Oromo, Gumas, especially in the last 3 years, 4 years, many people in the Horn have been suffering from a chronic death. Even Tagaru themselves have been suffering from a chronic death, like chronic illness, like you said, it's became kind of, what did you say? Like battered wife, like people are battered constantly. Whereas what's happening now is like a car accident. So, I liken, when I talk about it, is the chronic illness of the Eritrean society, not from the people, but from Isaias. What he's done is been like a really cruel cancer, like a metastatic cancer that just keeps spreading everywhere. Whereas what Tigray is going through right now is literally, it's like a car accident, and legs are being chopped off, and okay, we've done this surgery a little bit more, okay, we need to go up a little bit higher on that leg, we need to go up a little bit higher, okay, no, the arm's going now. So it's like a acute accident, and it's like an acute attack that is wiping out thousands in an instant, whereas other parts of the Horn, it's been more chronic. And it's been one here, one there, one here, one there. It doesn't mean people are suffering any less. It doesn't mean that it's okay. It's just a difference, but the human suffering is there no matter where you're from in the country, or in the Horn. But for me, that's what it is. And that's why I've become to a point where I can't not just talk about, I can't only talk on Tigray. It's not, yes, Tigray is the acute thing. Tigray is the immediate response, like immediate action. But everywhere has been suffering, and people are still suffering. And under the guise of the Tigray war, Abi's been able to hide what's happening in other regions. And as a human, if we're talking about speaking on humanity, I do as much as I can. I literally cannot speak on every single atrocity. I tried to look it up the other day, the current world crises. Unfortunately, Tigray wasn't rated there, which is shocked me, because that's all my life. Yeah. But so they're everywhere. But when you find a place that you really love, you're really connected to, you really stand for, I think once you stand for one part justice or one part's identity, it kind of spreads. It's kind of like, I'm sitting here. Yes, I'll comment on other things. I can't work full time to every other cause, but now when it comes to the Horn, I can't split it. I have to speak on everything, because they're all connected. If Abi is still in Tigray, Abi's still in Oromia. If Isaias is in Tigray, he's still in Eritrea. He's still in, he's now leaking. He's cancer, like I said, he's a metastatic cancer. He just leaks everywhere now. It's to the point they're finding soldiers in other areas of Ethiopia because Abi has let them in. So that's how I would compare the two. It's not someone's suffering is worse, and it's not a game. It's not a competition. You don't need to compete for, my suffering's worse than your suffering because our suffering's gone for longer. Listen, everybody's suffering is suffering, and everybody's pain is pain. So you can't just dampen somebody's and compete with, ours has been happening and you haven't spoken on ours for all of this time, or this or that. When anybody starts speaking up, they speak up when they're ready to. So, or when they are aware, or it doesn't matter when you start, really, is what I'm trying to get at. You can't compare apples and oranges and say one's better than the other or one's suffering more. No, everybody's suffering at this point. And to be human is to stand for everyone.
Absolutely. انتاج الله نحط English نحزر داكا خوينو أبزي كنا زخون زلو أب تجراي the same أب إريتريا بحري مالتس أب إريتريا زموتو زنوبروس أب تجراي زموتو زنو حجي أب تجراي حزب الله أب أم ديوم كندي 6 months كمان حالي في خايت زاربهم كلهم مش أبرتيا جين داموت قاسيلة هزبي موت نريم أبتقرأ خاني same difference whether they die in Oromia تقرأ إريتريا كله مماتي يتسبس كملا سيخاني يتهزبي سئلو إزو موت زلو ساهاني تفضل دي رداي جين يقرمكم إتيام هدفاوي أردو أمني كلا عديز عبي جين هزبي جين يردوي إزي إزقرمكا. So with that said, one thing, let me tell you how disgusting Higdef is, right? There's a guy, his name is Idris Hamid or something. He's like this big, right? He's that big. Little guy. He makes buna. It says there like buna, I think it's culturally, so he makes the buna. My culture usually, I've never really seen a lot of men do make boon, but my mom and them make the boon better, right? But he makes boon. I think that might be a cultural thing. That's okay. I respect that. But the stuff that comes out of his mouth, KASECH, if a man was to speak to a woman like that in front of me, I'll break his head in half. But the thing is, he does it from a little house or apartment, and he constantly disrespects ladies. That's all I see him do. And we have a sister. She may not be politically correct. Everybody doesn't have to like her, but she breaks records on social media. I do Blina, right?
So I've heard of her. Obviously, she was always into Grinya, so I don't get to listen to her like as much. But from her energy, like reading her as a human, she seems like a very like strong, independent, like fierce freedom fighter.
Yeah, she's very powerful. And you know what? Very powerful in the sense that she has a gift. She has a gift. If she gets in front of that camera, 500K, 500,000 people follow her. Ethiopians, Amhara, yeah, like Amhara people, they get the 2 million mark because there's a lot more population on YouTube. She surpassed all of them. She is really strong. But here's the thing: she's made mistakes in the past. She's asked for forgiveness. To figure her life and herself, just like all of us. I'm not perfect. I make mistakes. You make everyone. So she's finally in the right path, in a sense of, we all know she's Eritrean, right? But she stands with Tigray like 100%. That is her. She could do whatever she wants, like I can and you can. I'm Eritrean. I say no to genocide. Does that make me a bad person? No. But she'll say, no, not only do I stand with them, I am them. And that's okay. Now, here's the thing. So they started this campaign against Adu Blina, right? And I was sitting back and watching, and I'm like, Then I actually watched that little man, and I'm like, you know what? He's rude and disgusting. And she catches so many attacks nonstop. I mean, Adu catches, she's probably getting 1,000 messages calling her names. She deals with it. So here's what it became an issue. We didn't care. She can handle herself. She's got a way bigger platform. Until they started threatening her. We're going to do this to you. First, I was like, social media nonsense, whatever. And then when I saw his video, he put a $10,000 bounty on her. Then he put a $20,000, $30,000 bounty saying, if you bring me her arm, if you bring me her leg, if you do this to her kids, if you do
Where
this
is he?
He's in Norway or no, Paris. I think he's in Paris. And he's asking all these people, but what this dummy doesn't understand, there's people who have no brain that will go do it hoping to cash in. And you know what? He promised them, if you throw acid in her face, I'll give you this much and this and this. So I started he's ridiculous. I started Jamire a petition to help her. And there's a dummy named Adu Takla Haimanat or something. He's Higdef. We all know he ran from Eritrea, went through South Africa, and he entered US. Now he's Higdef when we know he's half Amhara, you know, all the mixtures, but he tries to be more. That's what tries to be more Eritrean than us, that kind of nonsense. He started a petition against the petition we started. But we have this Idris Hamid guy on tape, on video saying all this. Well, it started becoming real when she was walking down the road and he spit on her. That's when she said the Teref, Medef, Asa, whatever. Everybody got mad. She called him shark waste or something, and that hit home because Lampedusa, when all the Eritreans were trying to escape and they drowned, and so a lot of people got offended. But what they're not understanding is the amount of nonsense she deals with. Now she's going home to home. this house, that house, whatever. Kids are sleeping here and there, and she's struggling. But here's the thing, and I'm gonna say this clear. I, Captain Eritrea, don't care if she's a millionaire. I don't care if she has no money. Just so Higdef bah kaiblokum, just so in your face Higdef, Team Freedom has started a GoFundMe. There's a lot of people who disagree with that, and that's okay. That's your prerogative. It doesn't affect you. But I don't care if it's pointless or point for a point. I see what I see. I talk to her. I see with my own eyes on FaceTime, and I just felt like somebody had to do something to help her. I don't care what anybody thinks. So we started a GoFundMe to help Adu Blina, and I think we're asking for like 25K to get things in order for her, secure her kids, home to home, pay the rent, whatever she got. How can she have 500,000 followers and be struggling? That tells you she didn't use YouTube to make money. She did not monetize YouTube to make money because she fights for the people. In fact, one lady needed help. They were on the show, Sultana. He's huge. My buddy Sultana. He was on the show. There's a lady from Saudi Arabia. Some guy played her, whatever, right? Adu said, I'm going to donate 1,000. Everybody was like, yeah, right. She donated 1,000. She donated her entire paycheck to that lady and said she needs it more than me and have to tough it out for the month. Where's everybody at? Where you at, everybody? Abalohum. Adu. We love Adu. Okay, 500,000 people love Adu. By tonight, Adu should be at $50,000.
All right.
And the proceeds go directly to her. No one else, no middleman, nothing. Because GoFundMe's tracked.
Listen, I understand what it's like. You know, don't need to share my personal life at all. But when you're fighting for humans like this every day, I'm lucky I have a good job. Like, I'm lucky right now I can take the 2 hours to come speak to people, like, you know, and talk for this. But, you know, people who do this don't do it for attention. And you can tell the difference between people who do it. There are people out there doing this for attention. But there are people like Adu, like I said, I've never even heard her, but I can see from her passion and the way, just from human to human, the way she expresses herself or the way she comes out every day. And I know as well, like, I just started my own YouTube, and you can see, like, put an ad here, put an ad there. If you sign up for here, you'll get this, you'll get that. I don't want to do any of that either, because I don't want to be making money. Like, if I make money, the money I will make will go back to Tigray or go back to humanity. Like, my show is about the horn, but it will go back to people. But that just sucks, man. I just
imagine having 3 kids.
Because the thing is, the threats, like, often people say to me, oh, you know, they say to me, like, you know, Neftanya is not going to do anything to you. And I know the Neftanya here in Melbourne, and I know they probably won't. But the Higdef, I don't trust. Sorry, like,
don't trust Higdef. They will poison you.
I'll never trust them, but I don't feel safe. Like, I can feel safe walking down a street where Neftanya is. I know they're going to yell at me, whatever. But my experience with the Higdef is that they're going to be they're going to actually hurt me. They're going to actually take me out. And if she's experiencing that every day, like, you know, that fear, I nearly stopped for a few weeks. I needed to take a break. You know, families begging me, just stop. Like, the threats are getting too close to home. If she has to deal with that every day, can you imagine? Like, and that's why so many times I've said, guys, stop sharing videos of traumatic things, because whether you like it or not, diaspora is at risk of suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder, like, from all of this stuff. And for her to fight like this and to be emotionally tormented, or, like, what's the word? Abused.
Right.
She deserves support, and to show support, she's supporting everybody. So yeah, I'll be donating. I get paid this week, so you can see my name will come up in the next few days.
In fact, let me see if I can. There are people asking me where you can find the link, and the guys that come in here saying junta, your excuse. Don't worry about them. They're just mad because we're winning and Higdef is losing. Yeah, Higdef. And somebody named themselves Wadi Shanbal Basha. Okay. Higdef is mad because the opposition is winning. We're loud. We're everywhere, and they're mad, and that's okay. You know why? I love it. I love winning. I love that we're winning. I
You know,
love
I'm
that.
not competitive at all, but you know, I don't care when they get like, I don't care when they say things. I care if they attack my logic, because I know that I've thought things through. But then at the same time, I'm like, I don't really care. You guys are just half brains.
So you guys see this right here?
Yeah.
I can't enlarge it, but if you guys,
Actually, one of the most beautiful women, like physically as well as like with her heart. She's one of the most beautiful women I've ever seen.
oh
I
yeah,
love you.
I do is awesome. A lot of people, you know, they got their own feelings towards her. And her today is easy to go fund me. If you go to Captain Eritrea, I think I shared it on my page. This is on my page right here.
I'm gonna share it out now too.
ترغبوا تدخلوا to page natin phone number I'm sorry page natin حكايتكم right there. The organizer is Salam Haile. You guys, that's who created the GoFundMe for Adu. Salam Haile is part of Team Freedom. You guys know Salam Haftuna. In fact, I think she's also right there. You guys see Salam Haile right there on the picture on the friends list.
Well, we're not friends yet. I heard you guys mention my name the other day, and I was like, oh, I think I've added her.
She's a beast. She has a huge following on Instagram. Or
Yeah.
today, I want to get Adu some help. I want to get her stable. Everything's good. She's very strong. She's just going through some tough times. Team Freedom started this GoFundMe for Adu. She didn't ask. Adu hatatin. She didn't say help me. She didn't say Dawid Captain help me. Haguzuni wala hanti balatin. Nahna meeting kaidna. We went into a meeting and we had a meeting. We said, hey, check it out. Let's help Adu. Everybody was like 100%. I'm down. I'm down. Everybody wrote me. All the Tagarus wrote me. All the Eritreans messaged me. Hey, can we help Adu, Captain? I said, hey guys, yes, we can help Adu. Action with Adu. They said, okay, you want to find this link? Go to Captain Eritrea's page. It's public. It's public. And all you have to do, let me see if it's public real quick on my page just before I say
no,
it's public.
it is, because I'm about to share it, and it says it's got a little
it's
world. It's got a little world thing in there. Yeah.
Right there on my page.
Sorry, I'm laughing at the comments. It's a great ad. No, AG Atakilti, you're funny.
Oh, he's saying post the link on this live. Is that what he's saying?
I think you can do that. Yeah.
Let me see. I'm gonna post the link.
I don't know how to use this one.
You know what they're saying though? Higdef started this thing today where they're like, oh, she's this, she's that. You know, there's a lot of salati. You know, Hamak Zarabi, don't believe none of it. There's the link. Don't believe none of it. Adu had nothing to do with this. She Adu had to tell him Haguzuni Balatin, Mandafai Balatin.
Share that on my page, guys, as well, so you can share from there. See, I just tagged you in a post.
Thank you. Yeah, so because what they're trying to say is she's begging for money, she's this, she's that, and I'm telling them she didn't ask for help. We did this and our own.
Our friend Ibro is here. Hi, Ibro. I have tried to.
Oh, I see Ibro.
Higdef idiots, please come and get me. Why go after women? Exactly.
Hey, Ibro, I'm with you, brother. They can't handle me either. They know what time it is. They started a campaign against her about this GoFundMe, and what they're saying is, oh look, she's after money. Oh look, she's after this. Oh look, Team Freedom is helping her. Nah, save the nonsense. We're doing this.
Don't worry. According to them, I'm just after men. I was like, I'm quite happily settled, thank you.
That's crazy. They're gonna defame. That's all they do is defame people. They get mad. I'm gonna. You know what?
I had one that somebody I knew quite well, and like they literally said, and that's when things got scary for me, is they literally said the two suburbs where most Habesha people hang out or Oromo hang out here, and they were like, oh, you've tried all in this one suburb, so now you've got to move to the next. Like, and I was like, okay, this is not good. Like, they're getting too close to home now, like they know where I am. Well, not all of them, but the ones here, like, they know me. And some people know like my personal circumstance and things as well. And it's just unfair. Like you can't throw someone's personal circumstance back in their face. That's not what freedom is about. That's not what humanity is about. Like you don't turn around and say, oh, you know, somebody's life didn't work out the way they wanted it to. This is not just me, but to anyone, and then turn it around and back on them because they're speaking up against politics, like politics that you don't even know anything about, politics that your mama or your dada told you about, politics that you just read on some propaganda media. And that's why you're attacking someone. And that's how I see Ta'adul. Like she's attacked for standing up against politics that people don't know nothing about. They just know what mommy and daddy told them. They go home and they say, Mom, what's wrong with the Eritrean government? Oh, nothing. Your size is great. Okay, thanks for the answer. Exactly. Why? Because they're too like small-minded to think outside the square, to critically analyze that, hey, how come we don't speak to our family anymore in Eritrea? Oh, we're just busy. Oh, well, really? Because, you know, I tried to call them. Nobody answers because they're dead. You know, I'm not going to sit there and be intimidated by people like mentally that, well, like I said, that gets me annoyed when they question my logic, but attacking women or attacking anyone, like really, you're just as bad as the rapists walking around Tigray right now.
Exactly.
And if you really, like, this is my thing, if you really believe in spreading that much hate, why don't you go to Eritrea? Why don't you go and live there and see what it's like? That's what I don't get, Captain. Like, why? If they want to sit there and spread so much hate about people who are standing up against a regime that they so, like, deeply, passionately support, why aren't they there? You trying to post it?
Yeah, I'm posting it. Go ahead. There it goes. That's the link.
I don't think we can click on it.
All they have to do is tap the link, and you guys can go straight to that. I posted it. All right. But yeah, so with the situation in Eritrea, what it is Higdef will send operatives and cadre to America for meetings, right, to represent Eritrea. Soon as they touch down, they do this: political asylum. Then America takes them, even though you're an ambassador of Eritrea. Then when America takes them, what they do is they settle here and start working on behalf of Isaias Afwerki, like we don't know.
To be honest, what annoys me is, why do these Western governments do this? Like, it's really bad. Australia, like, people got really, really, really bad at, like, angry at Australia because they said we're turning away boats. And human-wise, it was a disgusting decision because so many humans were being caught. But they found so many people doing that kind of thing. And they've had to learn from the mistakes. Like, Gumbut Sebat has a shop here where people go and eat and play cards and poison Tagaru, which I know personally, or, you know, abuse Tagaru. And these governments don't do anything. Like, I was discussing this with a friend today, yesterday. We found out there's a bunch of Oromo here that are supporting PP. But unfortunately, because PP is the legitimate government, we can't do anything about it. But when they become recognized, and that's why I'm always saying, like, everybody's as much unity as possible to expose them as an actual terrorist group, so that you can do something. But our laws, like, what I feel like so many Western countries have a lot to answer for, like, a lot. These people should be vetted properly. Because not only is the problem, they're taking their problems from Eritrea, bringing them to America, transforming them, and giving them back to Eritrea. And then attacking Eritreans who have actually got their rights and who actually want to make a great life for themselves somewhere else. What have you said? It's just unfair. It's a failure to the community, especially to us.
Ebro hit it dead on the nail. It's failure of community, especially the UHD. The thing is, they have to take everyone serious because they don't want to send them back and then the person gets killed. Problem is, the people collectively can identify. Higdef is losing, so This person hit it right on the head.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, this lady. He will be at an ICC soon, right?
Asylum fraud will be a huge problem. They come here claiming repression, get their residency, and then fly back to Eritrea on vacation like nothing happened. It's ridiculous. And I guess like this is just thinking outside the box, but this is kind of where platforms like ours or groups need to actually making governments aware, like that this stuff is happening, that these people you're letting in, yeah, okay, they're humans and they deserve their right to safety. They do. But once they start like attacking your own citizens and they haven't finished their paperwork, they haven't finished their residency, there is a way to send them back. If we report, the government will take it serious, but we aren't doing our part. Exactly, Ibro. That's what I'm getting at. Like, it's up to the people that know the truth to stand for the truth and to literally go to the governments, hand the lists over. I mean, you have to weigh it up. Like, you don't want a little bit, you don't need it to go too far, like just a personal attack. But if you can find people that are literally sending money to him, or people online, like you said, your little chapstick man.
He's pushing terrorism while he's living in France. France don't play that. It's just a matter of reporting them. Now we started this petition, said 4,000 last time I checked. It's going up. That shows you how many people support Adu. And then we give that to the authorities there. Sure. So, and this isn't about religion. There's a lot of people saying they're targeting this. This ain't about religion. This is about right and wrong, period.
Nothing to do with religion.
Everybody
wants to be sensitive on something these days. Like, everything's got to be, oh, you know, you're attacking me. No, that's the games that Isaias and Abby play. Like, Abby is trying to put religion against each other, but in the community, really, there is few extremists that are making life hard for people, but this is extremists of every side. You know, like, there's white extremists, there is Islam, there is Christian extremists, there's extremists on every side. But in the community, you and I are going to say hi to each other and there's going to be no problem. So it's got nothing to do with, especially this kind of attack on her. Like, that's
sad.
Don't try and pull religion into this. This has got to do with religion.
You guys, please. كلكم حجزوا قرشي اسرع قرشي 100 قرشي whatever you want. It's not a big deal, but she's been Blina helps everyone. When Lampedusa went down, she helped send money. When Sudan went down, she helped send. I mean, she's given that paycheck to them. Saqilat kita qolo kholowa gin it sugar jalos. Nobody helps Adu. That's what gets me now. People judge her, you know, they say she's this, she's that. I get it. You might know her personally. That's okay. Team Freedom, I want to make her a millionaire. I don't want to give her 25K. I want to make her a millionaire so the opposition can be strong. You know what else? I want to make her a millionaire so she could be a full-time media person. I want to make her a millionaire so so
she can live. It's not like a millionaire so she's like,
go ahead.
Yeah. I was just saying, it's not a millionaire literally so she can live, so she can fight. I mean, this job, like dedicating your life to this cause, no one's paying you. It's hard. Eden, my friend, has just asked what happened to her. You want to explain again, or I can? People are basically threatening to throw acid on her, kill her, attack her. There's a bounty on her head that's gone up to 30K, and she has had to move away and is packing up, going door to door, trying to survive because these attacks are getting really close to her and her kids. So
yeah, they fought. She's walking down the park, some guy spits on her. She cusses at him, then the whole world goes irate. Where I'm from, when I walk to school, follow me if you want to. If my kids walk to school, follow us if you want to. How well that goes for you. Just
by Eritrean government supporters, by the Higdef Mafia, by everyday Eritreans, I'm guessing people from other places too. Basically because she's speaking the truth.
Yeah, they get mad. Adu speaks against Higdef. They're mad because she's supporting the Tigrayan people. They're mad because she calls out all the Higdefawi. They started a campaign against her. Adu's been a target for a long time. You don't have to like Adu. To do the right thing. can حجزها دكلوا نحجزها. I don't care if she
Bro,
has
I'm
money.
going to employ you as my personal bodyguard. I'm coming to America to get a bodyguard.
Right? Yeah, like
Let them follow me.
right. But who does that? Who does that to a lady? Like if you don't like her, ignore her. You don't have to threaten her. This dude told her he's gonna videotape her mom getting abused sexually, and what he's gonna do is send it to Adu. Then now, like, who are you, Habasha? Like, where are you from? And then this guy, he makes the most disgusting videos about her. Of course, I don't know him personally, but if you watch his videos, and I'll send it to you, if you understand what, you don't even have to listen to the language. Just watch his action and what he's pointing, what he's doing. Disgusting. Calls himself a man. Bro, you're not a man. What does that say? It's Arab Zalaha. I don't really care. But I know in real life, easy. Suck it. Nobody believes.
This person doesn't know their religion. This person doesn't know who they are. This person doesn't know what they stand for. This person has got trauma, like is deranged. That's just not okay.
Yeah.
Don't be ashamed to be Eritrean, Zahafte.
Well, see, that's the thing, Janet. I'm proud to be Eritrean, but check this out. The people that are doing this, they should be ashamed.
Mm-hmm.
They're ruining our name. Shimna, we don't count them as Eritreans. If you're rotten, you support Isaias, you're part of this whole campaign against Adu. To me, you're not Eritrean. I don't support you.
No, it's not okay.
Yeah, that's why a lot of Higdef, I started knocking on their door in the beginning when I first started this. They start talking, I knock on their door. Please, Dawit, you're my brother. 4 times I ran up on Higdef. Please, Captain, I'm your brother. I was like, what about all the nonsense I don't do that no more though, because you know why? 100% cowards.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. They're brave here.
Not to women. Like, that's the thing that worries me. And I think that comes back down to a lot of that desensitized stuff that we were talking about. Like, they've become so desensitized that life can be beautiful. Like, this was my analysis from just some friends that I had and learning about their life and the way they live personally. And then I was like, guys, this kind of behavior is not okay. Like, life can be better than this. You know, like, and what I just realized, you guys were speaking about it with Salam the other day, and I was like, okay, I'm not the only person who picked this up. It's become a systemic thing from what I've noticed in that kind of community that life doesn't get better. So it's okay to cheat on your wife. It's okay to bash her. It's okay to disrespect women. It's okay. Square up.
You know, I went to go see a few of them.
Eden's my good friend. She's been following you for ages. But yeah, what I was saying is, like, I noticed that people think maybe because, and like, I try and always take things back to logic, take things back to psychology, take things back to history and go, okay, well, there's generations of trauma, like, and there's been generations of abuse from either soldiers, internally, whatever. And then there's Isaias. And Isaias has ripped away religion. He's ripped away anything that has anything to do with humanity. He has prevented people from knowing their spiritual body, their spiritual self. So that's ripped apart society to make people believe that there's nothing better. There is only what Abi has to give you. I mean, sorry, Isaias. I'm not even listening to Matthew.
Yeah, he's dumb. Hey, check this out. And the crazy thing is, the Amhara elites thought Masiluwam nahna Isaias samsemo kudai in the Tigray Masiluwam. This is what they were banking on. They're like, oh, Isaias, he's a war general. He will remove Tigray, and therefore we're gonna pay him $1 billion. This is Amhara elites, and Abiy Ahmed will be the king of kings. In that letter, and this is how dumb Higdef is. After Debdab Zerahobu, that letter they found, what did it say? They invited Isaias, paid him all this money to help the Amhara elites in Tigray. Gin, it ain't work out like the way they wanted it to. So as they said, what did Abiy turn around and say? It's okay. This is what the paper said. He said they can kill each other, Tigrayans and Eritreans, and then when they're done, we'll go into Eritrea, take everybody out. Kulong katilna ba'alana kung wasda'ina ilu. And Higdeb still support this nonsense. This tells you the level of education these people have or understanding of what's truly happening. Shameful.
It's sad.
So we have.
Bring some damn evidence to me, Matthew. I'm sick of this.
Yeah. Oh, he's not.
Mm.
Now, now Abi's walking around doing this on pictures. He's like, oh my God, what have I done? What have I done?
What's Home Alone?
Abi's going like this. Look, he's looking for a way out. Guess what his way out is going to be? Blame it on Isaias. Blame it on Eritrea. Comes you get him. No. Abi, you don't get to do that. You invited Isaias. Otherwise, it would be invasion of country.
This is what people don't get. The TPLF literally warned people. Abiy is like, okay, we can have our opinions on them, but politically in the last 2-3 years, they came out and they said, if you become friends with Isaias, we know what he's like. He is going to just attack and kill us. We don't want to have anything to do with Abiy. We don't back Abiy. We don't vote for Abiy. They voted for Lemur Magessa. Abiy put his little,
Grubby,
but I'm going to be the king. My mom told me that I'm going to be the next emperor. I'm going to be the king. And so people trusted him, and then that's it. The snakes are playing. Like I saw it I just think about it. I'm like, there's 2 snakes coming, mini snakes. It's a 2-headed beast, but with Abiy and Isaias, and then all the arms of the snakes. But at one time, they're going to take each other out because they both have an egotistical kind of approach. Isaias wants to be control of everybody. Abiy wants to be of control of everybody. So at the end of the day, one's going to take each other out. I thought that Isaias was going to throw Abiy under the bus and the Amhara elite under the bus, but it looks to be the other way around.
Oh, yeah, Abiy's playing him big time. Abiy's playing all Eritreans. Abiy's just waiting for his time. Just like that journalist said, we will chew our muets and we will walk right in. We'll take Eritrea without a fight because thanks to Isaias, he's cleaned out all the soldiers for us. Can we talk
about who just bombed the bridges?
Isaias. He's afraid TDF was going to come into Eritrea. He's running out of time and he's running out of resources. So is Abiy. Now that Oromia stood up, we got a big problem.
So he's left his soldiers in there to die?
Whoever's in there ain't getting out. When you bomb the bridges, TDF can't come through the bridge, right? So anybody that's behind that bridge in Tigray only has one way out. Addis Ababa. Other than that, it's death everywhere.
So I don't get it. He's just handed them over. Someone said to me, oh, that's a really common tactic in African war or in our wars because it's supposed to push the fighters to fight more. Oh, too bad TDF is already in Eritrea. I heard that too. Is that for real?
Oh yeah, they went. They're in Eritrea. Oh, Isaias, you better go to Dubai or something. Hide. Let me get rid of this Matthew guy. He's
don't worry.
Pointless.
He's just literally just doing the same thing. He's just copy paste. Can you say it in actual English?
Well,
I bet you can't because it's just another copy paste kind of one.
Let me show you before I get rid of him. His last name. What's his last name?
Matthew Amara.
Amari. He's blonde.
Amari. If you are not Ethiopian and Eritrean citizens, you have no business. Are you? Do you still live there, bro?
No, he doesn't. Of course he doesn't. Of course he doesn't. Your English is great, bro. Right? That's funny.
Where do you live?
Okay, guys. So right now, what we're gonna do is my sister and we're gonna take phone calls. We're gonna ask questions. Be respectful of my guest. He's fake about it. That's all I care about. Is be respectful of my guest when you call, and I will gladly take your question. Anybody wants to call, I was hoping Adu Blina was on and watching, but I don't think so. She's probably asleep because it's late over there. Go ahead and call if you guys want. Let me see. You can message me. Let me see if anybody's messaged me. You can message me on here, and I'll pick up your call. And
Hey, Ibra, why don't you call us? If you can.
You can use my Captain Eritrea page to call.
It's fake Amara. Just call Edo. Just call from Messenger.
Call that.
You're going up. How do you find how many people are following you? Because I don't even know on mine. That's the funny thing. Like people say as well, like I understand everything she's going through because I get it too. Like, oh, she's doing this for money. Oh, you're doing this for attention. No. I wouldn't even know how many people I have following me. I've got no idea. Okay, bro. I'll make you bunna.
Well, Adu's going up, so that's good. 211 shares. Donations. Good job, guys. I don't know how this works, but I think it's working. Like, you see that? That's Adu.
Woohoo. Very good.
That's pretty good. People are sharing it, donating. Uh-oh, here we go. Hello. Man كبل.
Hello, Captain.
Hello, كمان لها حوي.
سلام دي خبيتكم.
دهان كمان لها. عم لها يمزجن.
صبو كابتن زغل مدب كاب دعمي كنا صوص احنا رينا احنا دعم صبو ناي حلنا حاجز مكبر نسب من حدا نسب او نتطوز ولا سبع جوخا لو ابو نقلو لو دعم صبو نغاري كابتن حبشانتهم ابصر لهم تقارو بنو يركبان تغرينيا سمعت زغون كوي بتغرينيا خزارب مريض دلو مالتي ስለዚህ كوم يركا نسب نخطط تابعو نحد سب نسترح تواجه خان كله كم يركا وزيخا اش مغبار كاب دعمي تبو نغري كلنا ها عمنا نحكي زينا نزاس تيازز لنا نغرات نساون وردتنا نقول نغراتنا تيرا زندا خدتيا زح نغرات ابي ودا فتنات يقدمالو اب تغتي نحكدب كنو ولا دليت زي صبو
واني
كم زيت انا واصل حساسوا زلهم تبعت حدث بو نجر كاب افهم زيوز سيوف تكبر باي نخزارو دحر زيول تبعت كابزون سوازيوم كالا خللا كل نجراتنا ومورالنا يقوم بجنبنا كان حق ذا يقبالنا مخنياتو داسب يا تنسات غبر نجرات ما عرف ندي سرواهم زلو ريال لها
واني
ريخا ما عرف ندي تاشمدو برول كسب يعني لا يعني لو الكسب يا انت رديتالو ندي سواس كدخمو بتندو إيداس الذي تبدأ سبيا ما عرف ندي جكنا مقانا ما عرف ندي لسان نيوس وحدة مقانا تمسكرت له عابق أرسيسي إذا عابق أرسيسي نقعود كأن نحن قاب وكل نجاراتنا أبونا قينا نترح كأني سلواتنا على الكون نبلالنا زقو فاوندي من قبالي زلو خاني نعا بزي حواي قونن تستاتو قبرا نبرد أمون ترى تطيفنايو ما نمسك قبرا زي نجارات عابق أبركتي أجرادات سبيا كاب حساب جميركا كاب مهاب جميركا كندي ذهبت يا كندي ذحكت يا كندي سوات الجوخني لا تتابعت يا بشارة
excellent مو حق خاز هاوي
كم مقبار ندات يا قميل كموتا قميل كم زراب كمان سخاون تعمير مسكن زباكاي ببرد لها ترحد لها نجارتها أملاهم ساخلو جوها وترو أملاهم سكنوا عادي أبزب التحقيق من هنا نعواتنا هذا ترى يكون الجوم داي
Thank you brother. Thank you. تعامي مسكنا كاينا ندويل كا نزل جاليس كا نزيوم. Can they support الله عدوز عالمي سمع الله هواي? Thank you for calling.
هو ساعات بس ببينو مستمخاني مبرر كندي ونتخاطرون يرمجن بس زلوا جديات نيروبا قال ببينو تدخل مستناتكم تاش موين لمبر أبدينا يكسرني يرتقون ويا ناي مشت نيروبا تاتي يرتقون تجدي ندي سوون متخاطرون ندي سوون مرانيرو I hope وصحينا بكل فتح خاني بقعومنا الشري اللي لنا لكم ذلوا يكون انتهام برتي أخذ راح كم تعود كأي أي ثلاث درني.
Excellent.
Thank you, Captain.
Thank you, Howard. Thank you. Okay, ciao. Next caller, somebody.
You'll have to translate that one.
Thank you. Thank you very much. You're gonna share it with your community. If you guys could look down, share Gabaruan is live. Kolana, Celeste meeting Herbazhina, Yakul, Kulta Lana. That's not bad to be late. Late to Holos Buzahsab Matsilo. And what he said, Kasech, he said she deserves it. Oh, Eden Gabra Salat.
My friend.
Hi, Edu.
Either way.
بتعمل فتوى كي خسج.
Thank you very much. Haftana ya تعمل دستور كان سوون كم تقوم مخاط سعرية زلنا. I just want to come in and thank you guys for doing what you're doing. I'm a huge fan of you and I've been following you for a long time.
Thank you.
And I have heard but good things about what you're doing. And I just want to say thank you for standing up with truth. Thank you for having an ethics. Thank you for educating the youth. Just thank you for being a face of what a true human being means. And to share the I'm going to share it as well. I'm going to get my people together and just help her out as she is part of us. So I want to say thank you and hello, KASECH. Thank you for being out here.
No problems. I have to. But
Go ahead, KASECH.
I said, but I'm here for Deki.
Oh man, her tigrina is better than mine, Miss Erin. I say.
I can say some things.
She's good. No, I didn't have to. You know, you got Maki. Wala 1 million shakar shitibsah. It his benaiz awad zallo malats. Wala 500,000 atias. I get sending you bah kaiblam nهدف كتسعيريا. You know what I'm saying?
You know, like even
so at the end of the day, we're each other's brothers keepers, right? So to me, it doesn't matter where you're from to stand up for justice, to fight for it. And in our generation, what are we doing? So people can be out there in the field doing the fight, but the actual fight starts here, and that's exactly what you're doing. The last protest that was in LA, it was amazing. I personally did not make it, but a lot of my friends were there. And I just want to say thank you for just getting everyone together. I'm forever grateful, and I'm gonna support as much as possible in my own way. I am a human rights activist myself.
Nice.
I'm not out there like
freedom too.
Yeah, I like to do the work behind the curtain, which is completely fine. But when it comes to speaking out for justice, it doesn't take anyone to get up and say something about it. Don't wait for people. You are an activist at heart. When your people are being killed, are you going to call someone and say, hey, you need to come speak up? Speak up. Exactly. That's the time.
Exactly. Why wait? Another person dies when you wait.
Exactly. So, and I just want to say thank you for the unity and keep doing what you're doing. If you guys need anything, by all means, if I don't know how to do it, I will ask people that know it and I'll help out as much as I can.
Thank you, Aiden. You want to say something, KASECH?
No, I'll talk to you later, Zahafte. I love you forever from the depths of my heart.
Huh?
Gotta speak up, honey.
Okay.
Okay. Good job. Man, your Tigrina is getting good, KASECH. I like it. Who else wants to call? Dowulu.
There's a Senai here, and I'm wondering if that's a Senai that I know.
Just to say, let me call Hamala.
Who's saying Senai to Sotsi? Sotsi. I don't know. I'm sorry.
Hello?
This is my friend Hamelamal. How you doing?
Hi,
Rita.
Sambo. Thank you. I was really worried about her.
Yeah, me too. كما رأيتو لك بزعبا انت تريو نركي that made you worried about her
I mean Mr. Akhuwa تزارب مش نرى up to YouTube nata she looked really down unlike her مش كل شيء she's happy you know she's energetic أنا بحكي هذا اللي because she really fight تقبر يا بزح so I really want to do something and I'm glad you did and I will do my part and I will share and thank you for all you do داوي تمري كمي مكبلة كان بحكي زمس جنكا
سخاتكم قائم حالي تهبوني زحفتي سخاتكم يوم حالي تهبوني أنس ولا نحد خيمس كدولو خلقهم كمزي سبق غيرو ما راس لسمعني أملاح عني حالي تبيلي هبني
I know أملاح كهبكاين من تاي تصبق خاتك برزر لخنا بزح سب you know even morally قدفو كله كاله سب you know مسوز عند حد أدايلو أملاح كمان يريال كايو you'll get a different أملاح كهبكاي بكاله من قد غيرو كحسا كايو
absolutely my next time ناتي شاخد مسئلي هي
come on, say I will do anything. I will support you with everything. And you guys, my two favorite one, KASECH, I love you too.
Thank you.
I always, you know, I follow Dawit a lot. I do
Me
too.
too.
The new.
And I follow KASECH a lot.
Yeah, I will definitely, and I'm happy. كلتكم كمان بحن سبع لكم هجي.
Oh, thank you حفتي مو
Okay.
thank you أبزي أتحلفوا لنا سمعكم يا شير قبارو ولا عباي حفتي تبلوكم ولا حلفوا I don't know عباي من I say but حلفوا مش بل يوم حلف
I will do that definitely.
thank you tell me بل يوم شمكي حمل مال حمل مال I love it حمل مال I love it في الساية okay thank you حمل okay ciao
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay, we're getting some wonderful callers. This is beautiful. Thank you, Huate.
Come joke. I just realized my stupid, when I reposted it, I said, come joking us. Come join us.
Come join us.
I hope, I want to take this moment for anybody to realize that when I type things, I do it so quickly. My English is worse than anybody's. Come joking us. Come
Your
join
English
us.
is awesome. So I got Nolawi Labasi. See what he's got to say. I hope we meet you again in San Francisco. It was nice meeting you. Okay, 20 Pro, keep it up. Thank you, Adhanet Kidan. I might not make the San Francisco one, but in a theater near you, I will. Nolawi Labasi, salam.
Hey, Captain, how are you doing?
I'm well. How are you, brother?
Good. I'm online. I'm مش أنت مسيت دوي لنا.
Oh, I'm live على هاي تحزل لي جن ندوب لنا نحجز لنا بعلنا. His be some akalo. I'm sorry. I think كنت meeting 4 قال له. قال give him kind words قال هذا صح.
راح تسجمنا أنت دوي لنا جونا تسجمنا تحسب قوي. أنت هاي تسجم هالشيء كله زي عدو بلنا بزي قدس نمتكنا دوي لنا نهز من تهز بلا دوي لنا من تهز بلا تهرم زلا كتحجز على اللوا by any means ولا سانتيم تكون كل نجار كل يفراوك حجز على اللوا من تاي نبحكي خمس زبل كايو it's very true كله مستقع خوينا قلت أنت وقت سانتيم تركب لا بنتن تقديرات والكل زي من تحكي دويلات سرح زلا نبحكي كتحجز قبايو السخان تايو كنا إدو ناي أدو حجز تراي زي كونسي كاو حديثنا عن كابيتين خنجورات قبائنا بجح نقرأ لنا من تاي
حكي
أبايتا حجي as we speak بزحات من إسيات تجارو بزحات من إسيات إرتراويان نحن بعلنا برايفت بالا بولك من فلتهم من إسيات يوادق يمزلوا يورق يمزلوا من فتحين حزب إرتران من حزب تجاري له أفقدوا سنجراتات بدكتور أبن بإساياس تراوي جنوسايد اللي خنا government يموت يورق يمزلوا زين يا عدو سرحسي تزغللتها زلاتنا حموش سنتيم دا قرشي دا خاطر شاي مهابه كاو حليفنا كمان كاو حليفنا دايركت كخونه سابورت نقبلوا المنقدي انت نسعر بتعمل بالله استخافتيهم سعاده شو ما هي ثلاث قوان بل بتعمل شيء بريف
KASECH كهفتنا KASECH.
KASECH, yeah, she's so brave. No, I never see like that such kind of woman. ምንታይ ካብ ናይ ወፃኢ ታሹ ዘለዋ ብጣዕሚ ኣብ ቅድሚ ህዝቢ ደው ኢላ ነቲ ህዝቢ ተጨቂኑ ዘሎ ብቅድሚት ከመርሓት ተሳት ብድሕሪ ዲኮነስ ብቅድሚት መፅያ ክትመርሕ ናይ ብሓቂ ኣነ ከምዚ ዓይነት ጓል ርያ ይፍለጥኒ ፈፂመ
especially ፃዕዳ ኮላስ ገዳሲ በዓላ
በቃ ካፒቴን you know ኤርትራውያን ክንደይ ኣዋልድ ኣለዋ ወርቂ ገይረን እንኳዕ ኾነ ህዝቢ ትግራይ እንኳዕ ኾነ ህዝቢ ኤርትራ ግደፍ ንበረልና ጀኖሳይድ ክፅል ኣለዎ ዝብላ ማዕቲን ከዘሎ ሂማኒቲ ክንሪኦ ከለና ሲ ኣብ ኩሉ ዓለም ናይ ብሓቂ ትመሃሮላ እዚኣ ጓል እዚኣ ኣብ ቅድሚት ኮይና ከይተዛረበት ከማን ትምህርቲ ትምህረና ኣላ ናይ ብሓቂ ብለካ ኣሎ ሶ ኣነ እንታይ ካፒቴን ኣነ እንታይ ሽሙለን ተስፋ ኣለኒ ህዝቢ ትግራይ ፅዕነትኒ ህዝቢ ኤርትራም ንዝክልተ ህዝቢ ንምፅናት እንጅግበር ዘሎ ተንኮላት ኢሳያስን ብሓንቲ እምኒ ክልተ ግቢት ይዳሃርም ዘሎ በቲ ኣብ መንእስያት ወታደራት ኣብ ውሽጢ ኤርትራ ውሽጢ ትግራይ ኣትዩ ንህዝቢ ትግራይ ምጭፍጫፍ ጥራይ ኣይኮነን ነቲ ኤርትራውያን በዓል ወታደራት ምቕታል ስራሕ ይግበር ዘሎ
ብሓቂ
ሶ ካብኡ ሓሊፍና እንንፋዕ ንቅድሚት ንሰጉም ጥራይ ናይ ዘረባ ጥራይ ኢሳያስ ለሚዶ እዩ ናይ ደገ ፍርሒ የብሉ ንምንታይ ባህርያቱ ፍሉጥ እዩ እሱ ፍርሒ ዘለዎ ናይ መን ሹም ኣሜሪካ ትኾን ትኽእል ኢኻ ናይ የማነ ገብረ መስቀል እንታይ ኢልዎ ዘሎ ናትና ቶፕ ኣጀንዳ TPLF ወይ ህዝቢ ትግራይ ኢልዎ ዘሎ እቲ ፓወር ኣውዩ ዘሎ ኣብቲ መንእስያት ትግራይ ዘሎ እቲ ፓወር ሶ ንሕና እንታይ ንገብራልና ከመይ ጌርና ኢንፎርስ ንገብሮ እዚ ኣብ ባይታ ዘሎ መንእስያት ትግራይ መንእስያት ኤርትራን ከመይ ጌርና ሳፖርት ንገብሮ ኣብኡ ንፎከስ ጌርና ተሰሪሕና እውን ምዝያ ናይ ዓዱ ሃፍትና ትኸይዘላው ብጣዕሚ ብጣዕሚ ስትሮንግ ክኾነልና ይኽእል ዝብል ኦፒኒየን ኣለኒ የቐኒለይ ካፒቴን ዓወይ ፅናዕ ኣጆኻ ኣይትሕማቕ ኣብ ኩንኻ ኣለና
Thank you, Mr. Nolawi Labasi. Thank you, Kura Bona Hawana. Z Tasfai Hibana, KASECH got some akala. She says thank you for loving her and supporting her. The Harai can Dawalina. Thank you, sir. Okay, ciao. Okay, guys. So two things came up during it. First of all, Sis KASECH, he said he really loves you. He's very impressed that someone outside of Africa, Eritrea, Ethiopia is willing to support and help to this extent. So we all bless you for that.
It's
to me,
enough, to be honest. Like that, it's not. I don't feel like I'm doing enough. You know, like at the end of the day, I don't know. I don't know how like I can say it. I don't feel like I'm doing enough.
I think you're doing great. The fact that you're from Australia and speaking out already is huge.
I just haven't got my Australians to listen, and that's where the problem is. And that's why I've started the new show that I'm doing, because I realize that most people don't understand. They don't understand complexities. They just think this is just another, you know, tribe taking on another tribe and blah, blah. No, this is not that.
It's crazy.
It's not that there anyway.
One thing that they're asking me is, Hansabma Adiyam, I posted the link for one person who asked, where is the link? Is it to link? And then, hold on. Adiyam Hansab. Thank you. I link post I posted the link, and then I know for some people it's confusing. I think in Sweden it's krona. It's seldom krona is bad. If you Google krona, exchange to dollar, krona نقرشين her change gerkayo. كتريات خلي خاف to Google ينقركاي. ناتهم كاب United States كوربتاي حسري. So all I know is 208 or 210,000 كتميتي عسرت الشح krona is إسران حمشتن شح قرشيا ب United States. كردعكم. So okay, Adiyam salam. كم الله خاطي.
Salam Dawitom, salam my sister. What's your name?
KASECH.
Kasa. No, by Tigrinya we give her her name Kasa. It's okay.
Oh, Kasa.
Kasa.
It's harder for me to say.
Yeah.
KASECH is easier.
لا بتعمي تحوقيسنا دولك عاديام كم الله خي.
Yeah, I'm okay. David حاوي كمين لها عند لها.
Oh, يمسكننا أملاح أنا را تحوقيس له. I'm living my best life. Come Americans below, living a dream. Just like KASECH, we're living a dream.
Yeah. ዝደወል ኩሉ ጥራይ ከመስግና ደልየ ንካሕሳ ካሕሳ I love you so much. Always I follow you. I try I call you but you didn't request friend. You don't take my request friend.
Tell her how many she has I think 20,000 followers, so maybe like
that's why I said I don't even know if there's I wouldn't know how many the numbers are. I don't check on it.
Yeah, well, the messages are extreme. It's a lot.
I like if she does, if she does. Oh my God, I like it. She dancing, she's singing, Blina. So I'm proud of you.
Oh, oh
my God, I love her how she dances.
We can put another one on too.
Mish, I think Nate show I think white Hizbi fatwa because politics colors real you like malets tutorial is to wahabo like it's just live.
Yeah, that's why we follow you. That's why we love you.
بس انا سرعتي فاهمني. بس انا سرعتي فاهمني.
كل جوز اللو حواويس كاجل سلتزارب بتعمي يزرقاك بتعمي دس يزبلنا ناكا شوكه كل كزي كريان تقوي كل كزي شيريت غبرو ما عندي قمت ما عند ويل الكانيره نفق عندك كذا ويل الكانيره
هو بتعمي no يريكي all the time مسانا that's why يتحفلك I know I pay attention to you
راينك كحسي برشك غبرا ديلي دويله thank you God bless you
Thank you, Arian.
Okay, Mara. I love you.
I love you too. Bye.
Captain, you are raw.
You're right? Captain, it is. Well, our show here, the thing is, it's kind of like yours.
Yeah.
It's kind of like yours.
Have you used that acronym before, raw?
Raw, and the way in America means like raw, like it's just up there. It's just in your face. We don't practice. We just speak. When we speak, we just make it up as we go along. We don't sit there and rehearse and,
I'm the same as you. No, there was some acronym that like somebody used, like they put raw. I think it was raw into something. Anyway, I get so
I don't know. Dawulu, we have KASECH. She's live. This is your chance to talk to KASECH. All you Pan-Africanists and wherever else, everybody that's here.
Where are you, my haters? Come on, Hegdef. Where are you?
Hegdef tabi amlomi.
They really just don't like me.
You know what?
They blocked me now.
Hegdef?
Yeah. They don't like being called the mafia of East Africa.
I think I know who I want to call.
Hegdef Mafia.
Let me see if she'll pick up. Let's see.
Anyway, while he's waiting, put a question in.
Yeah, put a question in.
Is that Hafted?
I don't know if she'll pick up.
Hegdef are cowards.
100% clown.
I don't know. You know, Dawood, like what I don't get my head around, and this is being raw. Like we in that spirit. Like I'm in that mood now, which I normally am anyways. But how do these guys get to the point that it's okay to rape? Like, how do they mentally, how does it get there? How do they break down so much inside their head? Like, I actually want to know, because I know you're a professional on this kind of thing.
Well, it's not even so much that so rape is wrong. Everybody knows rape is wrong. But when you go in there with an agenda, and the agenda is to make sure they have to make sure under all circumstances, Eritreans and Tagaros can never make peace. That is the first point. And people have to understand this. How do you do that? You don't do that by going to war. You do atrocious things like things that cannot be fixed later. Things that are so atrocious that people are like, you know what? Even when this war ends, I want nothing to do with you. That's the game that's being played by Abiy and Isaias. But people are actually eating this up.
What I don't get, like, I get it. I think I got it the other day after I saw. Did you see the pictures they were from the Ethiopian army, literally sticking their fingers up, smiling at dead bodies? And after I saw that, I was like, it's really like the sickest part of humanity. The sickest, most disgusting part of humanity, to sit there. Like, you're a soldier. Can you imagine going down and, like, you know, you've just gone, you've had an assault on a, whatever's happened, and you're going down and you're laughing at the dead people?
Ridiculous.
Like, I just can't get my head around what kind of monsters these people have turned into. It's incomprehensible. Trying to, okay.
They're asking me,
Don't call the mafia Hugdef unless you want mess your show.
so,
There is Hugdef mafia. There is other mafia. Hugdef replicates a mafia kind of state. It's gonna mess our show.
right, don't mess our show up. But so speak a little bit about Oromia and what you found out, because I know you're big on the Oromia. Oh, Adhanet. We got a caller.
Okay.
Oh, salam Adhanet. Salam. How you doing, Haftana?
Hi, Captain. Kamilah.
How are you? How are you, my sister?
Good. I'm good. Oh my gosh. You know what? Thank you so much, Captain. Thank you for help to our sister, Blina. She's, she needs help because this time is very tough for her. We have to help her, right? So
Right.
thank you for help her, and thank you for everything. And then I like her, the one she's talking to you, the one you interviewed her.
Oh,
I don't know her
KASECH,
name.
Haftana KASECH, yeah.
Haftana KASECH, yeah, we love you. Sometimes and I like her. She's very educated person, you know. I like her. I'm happy she understands us, you know.
No, thank you.
Our story. نايبة حكينا نمسجناكي كاسك نفتوكينا. بللي.
Manzelka.
Love you, you know.
Yefletaki is half day Monday.
Oh, so sweet. I like her.
Her is better than mine.
No, you can have a whole sentence.
Thank you. And then goodbye. كلنا كبر جراسة وزيادة تصرف انت وارد زلا كان دحن قريبنا هنا حجي كوجحي وقعد حفتي بقى حقو استيباخي كتليو داويد كا thank you تحجزات لها دعنينا نمسكنك أنا بحكينا نمسكنك داويد حونا.
Thank you, Adhanet.
Thank you.
You got Maki, Adhanet. Abzi Rialo Abzi Facebook mish. They're saying that, oh, Adu's asking for money, Adu's asking for help. You have to كلهم يصرفوا يقدر مكي حد شاب كمان الدولة تلين حق زني ولا حنتي انت يقبر على تيم فريدom كاب USA نصنع لنا تقول دايمش it what she says on her show. We're watching all this and we're thinking like, why can't we help her? And I don't even care if she needs help or not. I'm gonna help her anyways because I can.
never ساقو ولا عندي ترخبوا مكسبي بالله جس نخلو هزبير تراخد حق زيلا وزيات زارب زلامبر ناتي ولا عندي تخصبوا نقريه بالله you know جس جن سانا حكي سلتفتو حكي تزارب على حزبنا بالحكي عفتوني you know.
Yeah, أنا حجزني أزيبل. I don't care. I'm the type. If I need help, I'd be like, excuse me, somebody help me.
I know.
I don't have pride. I don't care.
Yeah.
But anyways, thank you. Haftay, Masihi salam baluna. Ana na aduska kedola lagi na don't know nderdek isalam. I don't. Who knows?
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you, KASECH.
No problem.
Thank you.
Thank
you, Adhanet. Okay, ciao.
Check it out. Bye.
What I wanted to do is my man said, try to contribute the dollars to UK. I'm gonna post how much. I think it's Kronos that they use over there. Let's see if this posts.
I just wanted to
there you go. There you go, guys. 100 United States equals that's how it works. You know the rest. You can do the math. You could divide by 4. I'm sure you guys can use a calculator and figure it out from there. There, that breaks it.
Saying there are the mafia. I wanted to read out what the definition of mafia was. Because they're saying they're not the mafia. A criminal secret society of Sicilians or other Italians, so we can take that part away, at home or in foreign countries, originating, well, in Sicily in the 19th century, as a secret society acting in resistance to the law and perceived government tyranny. So
that's a good definition. Continue to read. I like it.
No, that's it. That's all it was. But it basically, if you take away the Sicilian and the Italian and you translate it to Eritrean, they are a secret society working in tyranny against any law that was there. If there was anything, well, there was their law before. Any group seen as resembling the mafia, but having a close-knit organization in group loyalists. It says, etc. Example, the Green Mafia. So there's a Green Mafia as well. It can be used anywhere. It's not something you can say, oh, they're not the mafia. Mm-hmm.
Isaias is not a mafia. Okay.
Isaias is not a terrorist. Isaias is a good boy.
He's a good boy. He only kills people when he needs to, right?
When he needs to.
There we go. Now we're in business. I do Blina. Today's your day. Thank you, Salam Hafte. Salam Takhlu is my sister from Cali. I want to say I love you. I'm proud of you. For those of you who don't know Salam Takhlu, I grew up with her. She's got the biggest heart in the world. And she started her own movement for fitness and healing with women. And I see her in Clubhouse. She's working overtime, has kids, it still helps. These are the type of people that need to be highlighted. Salam Takhlu, if you guys see her on the messenger or on the messages. Here, let me highlight her.
Oh, this Salam here. Oh, okay.
This person I grew up with, I know very well. Her heart is this big.
I can tell.
Right?
You got a happy smile.
If you don't follow her on Facebook, follow her on Clubhouse, follow her on Instagram. She will change your life. I used to do the physical fitness thing where I did it in San Diego. She's still doing it. I think she's in Arizona now. I'm not sure, but when I say family, I'm talking about like go knock next door and hey, I'm eating. What y'all got for dinner?
Aww.
That kind of family. So
I just heard you, Salam.
Yeah, Salam is gorgeous. She's beautiful, and my extended family.
I thought when you were talking about Salam, you were talking about Salam, who you had the other day, and I was listening to you guys live. Like I was telling people, go away. I'm eating. Like I had you on at a cafe. I had one earpod, and my person I was with had the other earpod, and just hearing like what she went through and saw in Eritrea, it really like it showed me what other people have told me anyway, and I was very like moved. What I realized, I didn't realize how deep and ingrained the community was at indoctrinating their kids. Like I knew that people would just be following what their parents' politics were, but I didn't realize like how much you will get ostracized if you stood up against it. So I wanted to say on that day, I was like, you know what makes my heart like sink, like like feel so happy is when I see Eritreans who are literally risking their whole family, like Salam was saying, to come out and speak against something, an ideology that's just not right, or any Eritrean that has, you know, that strength to stand back against your community and say, nah, it's not okay. You know, that melted my heart. Like from just hearing her, I was like, whoa, okay, that's a whole different level. Like that's a whole nother level that this fight's taking, is people having to turn away from their community just because, or their family, just because they see that humans matter more.
Exactly. And what's crazy is Salam has been in the Hugdef side. She experienced.
That's what she was saying. I was just like.
She went to Eritrea and was like, let me go see Sawa myself. Why are they trying to get us drunk at a young age? Why is this happening? Why is this? She started trying to figure all this out. And then she realized, oh, I see. Why is the bus driver so mad? He has no money. Why is there homeless people everywhere? Why is there people in containers? She was like, oh no. Why is there a girl in Sawa begging me for a bottle of water? That's when she realized, okay, this is not what Higdef is murdering my people. At that point, she transitioned, started speaking out. She joined Team Freedom like the rest of you guys. Tigray Day, who's speaking, Team Freedom, because you don't need a piece of paper to be Team Freedom. Team Freedom, you just got to have a heart and say no to genocide and yes to peace, yes to releasing Eritrean prisoners of war. Just peace, 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 no to war. That's it. That's all you got to be to be Team Freedom, in the sense of be a good person.
Be a good person and want good for people. Why is it okay for you? Like, I looked up once the statistics of Eritrea, and I was like, they say there's 4 million. Like at this time, a few years ago. Then they said there was 3 million outside of Eritrea. And I thought to myself, if it's so freaking great, why is there so many people there? And why are so many people not saying anything?
Why so many people running away?
Why are so many? And that's the thing that I don't get. Everybody's running away, and thank God they get to freedom. They get to survive, at least, you know, whether they are living in trauma, like in their heads for the rest of their lives, which the majority of people I would assume are, especially being like separated from your family, where you've got no one around you to heal with you. If it's, how can you sit there and still not question? How can you sit there and question, oh, well, what's that girl, Siam? She must have said something wrong. You know, like, what did she do so wrong to just disappear in prison?
Oh, yeah, her dad. Yeah, that girl. Yeah, that's sad. Her dad doesn't even speak for her. We speak for her. He's a loser to me, because if that was my daughter, this earth would be rotated until I find my kid. Everybody will be suffering until I find my kid. I'm not just going to run away to Australia and hide. And I used to work for Esaias. You know what I mean?
It's just, I can't understand how people can't question. That's all I ask. Like, the start to freedom is start to question. Start to question, where is your family? Start to question, why don't they practice their religion? Start to question, why haven't they got to vote? Start to question, why hasn't the economy been built? Don't blame TPLF for everything. Just start questioning. That's where it starts. And then if you find the answers and you want to blame TPLF after you've discovered and you've actually questioned and you've freed yourself from just a trap of thinking, then blame them. But at least go through that journey and try and figure out why this documentary came out in the beginning. Not because people are lying. Not because PBS or wants to, you know, take down Isaias. Or they're paid by TPLF. Like, this stuff, just question it and then you'll get to freedom. But
for all these Eritreans that are so-called Higdef, why don't you go back? If you support Isaias so much, go back. Quit coming here yapping away. Just like boy Gebra Takhla said, if you love Eritrea so much, why did you run? Go back. Show us. Go back. Don't come over here talking about how great it is and how you support it by giving your 2%. Go back. Show me. I'm from the show me state. Show me. You know what I mean? So show me,
or we will expose. Like, I think that's what Ibra was saying. Like, we will start exposing people that support Isaias to the government. So you don't have a choice. Off you go.
Go ahead.
No, I just said, so you don't have a choice. Off you go. Back there.
When this ends, we've been keeping pictures and names of who supports them. Like the people that do the demonstrations that support Isaias with the Amhara flag. And it's crazy because some of them will go do a demonstration with the Salama Selfiyatu with Amhara. But guess what the Amharas do? They carry the Menelik flag, just as a slap in the face. And those Eritrean zombies, they're in there like this, not realizing, and time supporters go to Zolo. There's a Menelik flag next to you. And you're sitting there and you're walking around.
And how did you become a colony of Italy? Can you think like this through, people? That's what I don't get. Think it through, because of Menelik. Menelik did this. Menelik created just so much hate, and you guys want to stand next to Menelik? It's like standing next to Mengistu. Do you support Mengistu? You just fought for freedom from Mengistu, and now you're walking right back into him. Like, Ntai? Like, it sense. It really, like, it does not make sense in my head. Why you walk out of a fire, turn around and walk back into it.
Yeah. Like this guy, Ahmed Osman. I love Eritrea.
I love Eritrea. Great.
So do we. So do we.
But what does Eritrea mean to you, Ahmed? What does it mean? Like, how are you Eritrean? Are you Eritrean because the EPLF fought to free them from Mengistu and you guys are walking back to Mengistu? Or are you Eritrean because, you know, like, I don't know. What did being Eritrean mean to you? Is it the definition of an Italian colony? Is it the definition of fighting with the, you know, fighting for freedom against Mengistu? What is Eritrea to you? That's my question. Like, what does it mean to be Eritrean?
He's talking about, I love Eritrea. I love Eritrea too. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. But I don't love Eritrea in a sense where Isaias is the one that tells me to love Eritrea. I love Eritrea by myself. I don't need Isaias to love Eritrea. I can say, I want my people to be free. I love Eritrea. Bale is fatwa. Isaias Saifurumelenu. He don't get to say if I'm Eritrean or not, especially when he's not Eritrean himself. How can he tell me what the Eritreans how Eritrean Honkan Eritrea Honkan Eritrea? Come on.
Ahmed, I want you to be in full disclosure. Like, what part of Eritrea are you from? Because I understand a lot of people have pain and suffering from the last border war. Like, I get that. I know a lot of, especially T.R.A.P people, lost 2 to 3 family members every, like, you know, from that war. They have a lot of pain. They have a lot of it. I get it. But can you please think, who started that war? Isaias started that war. Isaias started this war. Why did Isaias start that war? Isaias failed at economics. It's as simple as that. Isaias, Melis outdid him on economics. Isaias got pissed off. He started the war. He sent your family to war twice, not just once, twice. Then he locked the rest of you up. He destroyed your economy. He put brothels and pubs and bars in front of your religious temples, or your mosques and your churches. Isaias did this to you, not TPLF. Yes, TPLF's not perfect. Yes, they fought against the Eritrean army. But Isaias started that. So think about what Eritrea means to you. Is Eritrea what Isaias does to you? Or is Eritrea what you fought for freedom against Mengistu? Eritrea is not for sale, is just the most ridiculous thing. There is no business in Eritrea, apart from Isaias runs businesses. Do you understand economics? So for an economy to grow, Ahmed, you need to have investments to grow things. That doesn't mean Eritrea is for sale. Who was trying to buy Eritrea? What are they trying to buy? Like, just think, Ahmed. We don't need to call you. Just fully disclose yourself.
So you got to understand this, brother. Here's the thing. If you love Eritrea, Howard, so do I. Who's the president? And people hate when I bring this up. Who's the dictator of Eritrea, self-elected? Isaias. Who is the Congress of Eritrea? Isaias. Who is the judicial system of Eritrea?
Isaias.
Legislative? Isaias. Khalid Monta Akhlaka. Who is the person that controls the money of Eritrea? Isaias. Who sends Yahuate to war? Isaias. Who says there's no rule of law in Eritrea? Isaias. Who sends our Jaganus in containers till today? Isaias. So do you love Eritrea or do you love Isaias? There's a difference between Eritreanism and Isaianism.
Ahmed?
You guys fall in love with Isaianism because you want to validate your Eritreanism. Me, I love my Eritreanism, so I invalidate Isaiasism.
Of course. You love Eritrea so much.
That, you know what that tells you when he replies like that? He's a donkoro. He don't get it. He's listening to nothing we're saying. Those kind of people, I don't waste time with.
You know why I waste time with them? Because it makes me sad, like on a human level, that people cannot think like this. Like, what kind of education, maybe an Eritrean education from Isaias that doesn't think. If you love Isaias so much, if you love Papa Isaias, go live with Papa Isaias.
That's all
It's
I'm
as
saying.
simple as that.
Go over there. Go to Sawa.
I mean, it's really like, I really want to defend Isaias.
He said, I love Eritrea so much. Okay, if you love Eritrea so much, why are you out of Eritrea? Go back to Eritrea. Why are you telling us you love Eritrea so much? Okay, tomorrow, go buy a ticket, go back to Eritrea. So Isaias, tuf kaman abla al-kani, hawin Eritrea. Isaias is a joke.
Isaias doesn't love you. Nope. Isaias doesn't love one Eritrean person, especially you guys that escaped, because guess what Isaias comes and does? He comes and finds you and slaughters you. Isaias don't love you. He doesn't love your mom. He doesn't love your dad. He doesn't love your sister. He doesn't love your imam. He doesn't love your sheikhs. He doesn't love any of you guys. He uses you, especially the Tigray. He uses you. He butters you up. He puts you in his pockets. He takes good care of you. Why? Because he knows if you ever stand up, if Tigray ever stand up, Isaias has got 3 days left.
Done.
Literally the 3-day walk from Keren to Asmara, Isaias is gone. That's why Isaias pretends like he loves you guys. He doesn't give a shit. That's why he doesn't say anything. He sucks up to the Arab Emirates. Why? Because he's scared of Rashida actually taking their damn identity and coming towards him. And the money. But why? Because he doesn't care. Isaias does not care about your identity as an Eritrean. He does not care about your identity as a human. And he sure as hell don't care about whether you Rashida, whether you Bilan, whether you Tigray, whether you Afar, whether you Akalagazai, whether you Kunama, whether you Sahu. Isaias doesn't care about none of that. All Isaias cares about is his power, his seat. If you love Eritrea so much and Isaiasism, go there. Can you know about Eritrea? I just told you all about Eritrea, the current day Eritrea. Eritrea, at the turn of 1991, 1994, had an amazing opportunity. Eritrea could have been incredible.
Go ahead. So this is one of the Jabha OGs, Baba Takhle. He usually watches my show. He's my father.
Good. My favorite person, that white lady. I really, from bottom of my heart, she's so good. I always follow her when she speaks, when she drives, when she's in the life. I always follow her.
That's how you know he's telling the truth. He says when she drives.
So this support Higdef, support Eritrean dictator government, they will get heavy price. Don't worry about it. They are here. They enjoy the freedom. They are leaving the country. They run away from the country. They come here. They cannot get demonstration in the country. But they got the right in the United States to make demonstration with other country, with the killer Abiy Ahmed flag. They demonstrate with them to support Abiy Ahmed to kill and Tigray neighbor. Tigray innocent people. So they will get heavy price. Don't worry about it.
Absolutely.
Yes, Baba.
That's good. That's good. Keep on doing, guys. I really need to say hi to her. Really, she's so good. God bless her.
Saha Team Freedom, man. So we appreciate her. Team Freedom Australia, Masanallah. Abba Takhle. I think he hung up.
Abba.
Okay, Baba.
Anyway, I've given it to 1 because it's just like, I want people to think, bro. Like, stop teaching your kids to be dumb. Stop teaching your kids to not question. You have a responsibility as a parent to prepare your child for the reality of life, whether you can face it or not. The reality of life is that the Isaias that you love means that your children will never meet their grandparents. Your children will never meet their aunties. Your children, when you support Isaias, your children in this beautiful first world will never see Eritrea. Your children will never know what it's like to be Eritrean. Your children will never know how beautiful it is to have, 2 different cultures or speak 3 different languages. Why? Because you're failing your children. You don't teach them to think. And you approve. And you know what? I'm not into just, superstitions and stuff. But when you do bad things, when you support bad things come into your life. So whilst you sit there and support Isaias, who murders children, who allows your mothers to be raped, who allows Tagaru mothers and children to be raped, you are going to have bad things come to your life. It's not the law of, oh, God is going to do this. Like whether you're religious or not, it's the law of attraction. Imagine sitting there in your house telling your children or supporting a rapist. Where is your son going to end up in the next 10 years? Behind goddamn bars. When you're sitting there selling drug money to send back to Isaias, where are your kids going to end up? In prison. And hell, that's not because of what they came from or their background or their color or nothing. It's because you failed them as a parent. You failed them. You failed to teach them anything about human dignity, human respect, and logical critical thinking. So, Ahmed Osman, there is no need to talk to you. You don't want to say anything positive, just that you love Eritrea, just that you love Isaias, and that why can this white woman talk on it? And that Eritrea is not for Tigray people. Eritrea is only for Eritrea people. Tigray didn't go and invade Eritrea. Get your facts right. Tigray didn't go and invade. Isaias and Abiy launched an attack inside Tigray. They go to Eritrea, it's to kill Isaias. They're freeing you, you donkorot. Like, honestly, they are freeing your people if they go to Eritrea now. It's to stop Isaias because Isaias has been murdering your people, putting your people in prison, raping your mothers, saying it's okay for children to not finish high school and to go to Sawa. If Tigray goes to Eritrea afterwards, it will help you. They don't want to live. How can they want to live with people that have said it was okay? It's not because all Eritreans say it is, but the remnants of those soldiers are still there. And it's people like you who think that once Eritrea is free, you're just going to go back there and you're just going to repeat the same things. Once the border is open, is that what you're saying? You're literally saying once that border becomes open, you think it's okay for your dumbass to walk into Tigray and start to actually rape women? That's the kind of mentality that you think of.
Abrahale testify. She's from Australia, bro. She's not from Sweden, just so you know. She's from Australia. Obviously, you hear the accent. I mean, it kind of throws you off a little, but she's from Australia. Another person that, let me see, KASECH is Tigray. Yep. Ahmed, yeah, the thing with Ahmed, he thinks he has to prove he's Eritrean, and that's okay. That's that brainwashing. Actually, 30 years of brainwashing does that to you. Let him learn. He has to learn. And then when Eritrea is free, hopefully. But what she's saying is with the TDF and Tigrayan movement thing, and people went hard, got upset when I said this. I'm just telling you, that brick wall between Eritrea and Ethiopia, TDF traha. TDF warika, na Eritrea khaatiyu. You don't have to believe me. Abiy Ahmed wrote it on the Dibdab himself. He said, and what's Isaias doing? He's bringing all our brothers and sisters, Yahwatna, up at me TDF, Gauramalo, Yitahanulo, Yerushinuamalo, Choice Yabloman, Dehriu.
They have no choice in where their future is.
Nope, they're kids. They're just dying to die. Who's the number one Eritrean? Who's the number one Eritrean Katali? Besides Forky. Now let's go back to this. Boom.
Sorry.
You guys see this? If you're new, you just been here, you got here. This is our sister Blina. I'll let you explain a little and then I'll jump in. Go ahead.
Oh, you want me to explain?
Yeah.
Adu is being attacked by Hugdef Mafia online, but they are now threatening her head, her peace, her children, her life in real. So we are asking people to donate. She's got many followers. She supports, the people of Tigray. She supports the people of Eritrea. So she supports humanity and she needs help. She didn't ask for help. This has been created off Salam's back. She has done it for Adu, knowing her situation, knowing that a bounty is out for her head from some stupid guy as short as a chapstick, as Dawit says. And she needs help. So get out there, share, like, donate. It's in Swedish krona, which the rate is down the bottom for US dollars, euros. If you're in Europe, please donate what you can and give her some help, because she doesn't do anything like this for free. I mean for money. Sorry, she does all of this for free. She does all of it for free, and she needs help from the community, just like everybody's helped her to, stand with support. Oh, here we go. That's all I gotta say.
Excellent. Thank you. حفتنا أدو بزح تزارب بزح تحجز بزح بسالديت تواتت كمزي تقبر قرب تشجر كيبالا تزاري بيا جينزي حجزوني اعتبرني. She has a lot of pride سلازلوا جين تي قداي شجر زي رخبتوس بعيني ريايو زاربنا رخ هم يتمسر ريايو كم قالت تسمعيني تحزينه أنا خايله you know what نحواتي تيم فريدم تسويه كنحجزاينا انتاي اسرع همش تشعق اشياء واتينا كنحجزانا خال دك حجز هنا and then in fact ولا يدليا نقبرو نهدى به كايبلم السايز به كايبلم بتسبنا تخاني يهرموهم يصرفوهم بأسر كندربيل كي خمزي أدو حيالي حاجة زي اللي يعني جين أدو أنا حجزني أيتبني جين معت نهدف كتزبط يعتوعد أنا خاني not a hero I salute you يبلا I don't care not a history I don't care not a past I don't care مسمنت مرازي قداسي خونن إت بتسرح ناتا أزت أمتوز اللخو كريه اللخو تسرح تقبرو زلا أنا بتعامي يمزقناكي أدو حفتي كنحق زاكينا ولا يصرفوا I don't care I don't care ولا $1 million رخبي ناخي أملك يا مسكينكي that's what I care 1 million أكيد كي خمان كوفي الكي 24/7 full time job نهدف كتصفعت راح أنا كدليل كسرها خمان هيدلكينه أبجزا خوفي الكولعي زبط يوم تراه أنا هاني حق زكي أبهم غير كحي لكي ولا 1 billion بتسوي بسدي قداس يكونن تعومي هابك حافتي زي هدف سجاب زوردو تزاربي أيتحمقي نري أكلنا اليوم حواتنا خاني دونيت يقبروا له حجز خيهم كابز الشجر وصي ولا شجر يبلكن I don't care كم تزبال خو جن سلا حجزون سلا زي تبلغ خاني نحن بعلنا حق زكينا شجر كم ما نمسب سلا زي فلتو نحز فلتو هاي نخاني ما حجز يزبله ده شجر يبلكن خاني who cares كن حق زكينا anyways سلا بعلقي أبتحاس برونيركي خلوري إناينا نحن هاي حواتكينا we're going to give back to you the same way you've been helping the people.
Please, people.
Good lady. So we're at 1 hour and 53 minutes. Man, time flies when you're having fun.
I just wanted to do another definition whilst we're here. The word junta. Definition. A small ruling group in a country, either elected or self-chosen, especially one which has come to power after a revolution. Who does that sound like? Tawit?
Aha!
Who does that sound like?
That junta word sounds more like Isaias than anybody else.
Possibly also Abby.
Abby.
A small ruling group in a country, either elected or self-chosen. He's not been elected, so he's self-chosen, especially one which has come after a revolution. The Oromo were about to start a revolution. Abiy came in. So who is the junta?
Isaias is the big junta. Abi's the baby junta. We call Abiy the baby junta because Isaias holds him like a baby.
Papa Isaias. Did you see one time I was calling them Papa Isaias and Mama? What did I call him?
Mama Abby.
Sugar Mama Abby. Sugar Mama Abby and Papa Isaias. Sugar Mama Abby and Papa Isaias went and got married and killed all their children.
Basically, in a nutshell, the end.
The end. Papa Isaias and Sugar Mama Abby are the junta.
Thank you, Patri Eddie. Thank you so much for donating.
No. He's saying 50 cents because he's Hagdef. You've missed some of his things. What this super junta dead like dinosaur? That's
50,
you.
Oh, 50 cents. That's okay. Donate 50 cents.
You're Weddy, you are super stupid junta. Thumbs down, thumbs down, thumbs down.
Why don't you
Donate
donate
50 cents, thank you.
donate
That
25 cents without tax? Donate 1 cent. I don't care. As long as you know we're gonna help Adu, means nothing to me. I say thank you to that. Okay, we'll take some calls before we start wrapping up. I
The
don't know.
junta is Dr. Debretsion and Getachew, dead Dr. Getachew end. Oh,
Well,
wait,
why don't you go over there and fight Debrecen and Getachew yourself? Stop running your mouth here. That means nothing to me.
But Debretsion and Dr. Getachew got voted in by 2 million people. That doesn't make them junta. I just read the definition. Do you want me to read it again? I read it twice, actually.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, hell ugly. Anna hell ugly.
Adu Blina.
He's part of Tigray. She's not Eritrean.
And who says? What? Aksum Tagaru? He's Tigrayan himself. Is that what he's saying?
Tell him to take off his cap. And I think this guy's not really Aksum Tagaru.
Of course I don't have no hair. You saw me pray earlier. I'm proud of that. I don't care. What? You mess it, bro. Listen. Let me go big for a second. I don't think you understand who Captain Eritrea is. I'm so comfortable with myself. I am very proud of my head. I'm very proud I have no. I don't care. You think that?
I don't know why men have an insecurity about hair. Like, for real, I think it's cute. I
probably lost my hair wearing hats, but you know what?
No, I'd prefer 100% a bald head than some dumbass receding hairline that shows
this guy,
your big, forehead and makes it look like it goes all the way back here. Like, I prefer you to completely shave that shit off.
This Aksum Tigray is a fake account, but he thinks he's winning. So how do you like me now? How do you like me now?
I'll kiss that bald head.
Mwah. Hawaii or whatever your name is, Aksum Tagaru. You are old and act like a child.
Flabby,
if you want. I love you, brother. Me love you long time, brother. You jealous of the shininess? You know what this bald head encompasses?
Brain. Where's yours?
Your worst
enemy. Fake Aksum. Where's your brain?
Yeah, he's flabby. Whatever. Don't hate, brother.
Butter biscuit immigrant Kilby.
Flabby, you know what? He's mad because teeny ruling class of Jordans. What? Get out of here, bro. It doesn't even make sense. But anyways, we don't have time for you, brother. I'm sorry. I will tell you this. You couldn't see me on your best day. You couldn't see me on your best day. So let's say this. Ta-da. I mean, why don't hate? Obviously, you're here watching me. I'm not there watching you. You're my audience.
I never even spun it like that. You're a servant. Are you a servant?
KASECH, he's here like this. Look. Captain, what else do you have to say? Oh my God, Captain. Wait, hold on, KASECH, look. hold on, I gotta do that again. What's his name? Aksum Tagaru. Ta-da!
Dun dun! It's bald! What a surprise!
So good!
Oh my, I think you are son of Mala Sanawi. Mala Sanawi. That's so funny.
He's mad. It's okay to be mad. But you know, as long as you're here to donate, brother, and pay attention to everything we say, that's all that matters. At the end of the day, you have your insecurities. I'm not. I don't care. I served 24 years.
Well, if you could, can I just want to break down how petty it is to pick on someone's looks, or like something that somebody like. Really, I got taught that in high school. Don't pick on don't hate on people because they're more beautiful than you, or don't hate on people because they look different to you.
I got Tommy calling me. No, this guy is mad that I'm bald. Why? I'm a man. Why are you paying attention to me, brother?
It's something to do with the way you dance as well. Keep dancing in diaspora. I don't want to say the words. They're rude.
Anyway. We're doing good on donations. Yeah, you're right. We should stick to the topic at hand instead of messing with this little clown. Oh, missed call. No. You know what? I'm gonna close this and then I'm gonna call him back. See what Tommy has to say. He's probably watching this. All right.
I think these people just smoke a lot of drugs.
This guy definitely does, but he could. But you notice they always have a fake account. That's
what I don't get.
They never ever call for real. They have a fake account always. It's a shame.
Why can't you show your face? There's 3 of you here with fake faces. I mean, fake accounts attacking us, but you can't show your face. And here we are showing our face, telling you how we think. And actually, Ahmed really wants to give chance to call me. Ahmed, you don't. Oh, no, actually, you do have your own face there. It looks like it. But, bro, it looks like you just left like 2 months ago. So why'd you leave? Like, you're still sitting there wearing that fashion of full fob fresh off the boat. Like, I don't get why you left.
So, you know what? Let's call Tommy. Since he called, he always calls. Things I'm ignoring him.
Patra, can you put your photo up? Zahawe or Zahafte? I don't even know if it's Patra is meant to be Petra, like a woman. I don't know what your name is meant to be. Show us your face. Put your money where your words are.
Tommy, you're on live with me and KASECH RAYAWEYTI. If you have anything to say, Alana live was in Alana, Kula Alam Sama'alo.
Okay, you are in live?
Yeah, Kula Alam Sama'akalo.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome, my brother.
Okay. I'm gonna follow you. Sorry, because I am now at work now.
Oh, no problem. No,
I'm gonna follow.
Oh, you're gonna watch? Okay.
I'm gonna watch and I'm gonna do it because I'm at work now, right now.
No problem. You could call back.
Okay, of course, my brother. I'm gonna call you. You're gonna call me and you could remind me, okay?
Okay, Tommy. Ciao. How are you?
Okay, ciao.
All right. Anybody else wants to call? Captain T.R.A.P, yes, sir. Let me see. Let's see. Maybe we could start calling some people on messages. There's a lot, obviously. Anyways, back to Adu, where me and KASECH are doing a fundraiser for our sister Adu. People are asking Tahoina. هدف يسعرفوا قزك خمزي بعاسب كندف ألكي دقيقين قتلهم سخن قتلكي بلا 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 مليو كزانا بقزات خيرالا هاون تحبا a lot of stuff. So if you guys can donate to GoGo من البات حجزوات خلو. The GoFundMe is on Captain Eritrea's page. Let me paste it, the link. See if I can paste the link. KASECH, you got anything to say as I'm looking for this link?
Oh, there's more haters, but they're fine. We know people use fake accounts. You know what, guys? It really doesn't take much to be a good human. It doesn't take much to be a nice person. It doesn't take much to treat people with kindness and care for people. It's not that hard. Adu has sat there out of her way and literally spoken on humanity for 6 months every day, and she's getting threats. It's not that hard to be a good person. Support her.
Like this guy, Misalal Mashau?
I don't know. I saw that too. That's why I was laughing. Who? Agami. Can I read them out to you and you respond?
Yeah, it's just ridiculous.
Who, Agami? You make yourself important. If you know Tagaru use fake account and identity to be Eritrean, you can't. We know you.
He could be supporting us. I don't know. I don't know how to take that. But the name is not I don't know any Eritrean name like
Mislal, I'm sorry if I just took advantage, like made a joke of you, but what you're saying doesn't. Why are you calling us Agame?
I think he might be talking
We are
about
proud
the
to be
person.
Agame.
He might be talking about the guy we blocked.
Ah, you are talking about maybe or Ahmed or
The other guy, the weirdo that was asking me to see my head.
yes, Patra or Patra. There's this Patra guy here as well.
So, this.
Ahmed doesn't have fake account. Oh, that's good. I'm glad you don't have a fake account, but you're still Donkorot.
Yeah. Let's put Adu safe and comfortable place. Absolutely.
Aw, it's a great ad. They said, I wish Adu is in America. I would kick her enemy's ass in a second.
Okay. Good job. That's what I'm talking about. Tigra Ade is a big Team Freedom fan. I love it.
You are.
This is this lady raised me also. She's my mom. Salam Ade. Maskinakie. When I say raised me, I'm talking about like fed me as a child.
I'm jealous. Injera habani.
Injera habani Ade.
I love Eritrea. I don't care. Facebook propaganda.
Then why are you here?
And why? Yeah, what Facebook propaganda? CNN, Facebook.
What is this? What is Bailao?
I don't know what you're saying, Zahawi, but obviously.
Bailao? I don't know what it says.
Oh no, Miss Lal is a proud Hugdef. Stupid. Lol, my name is Eritrean. Gobers.
No. You gotta ask him. Your name is Mislal Mashao. That is Amhara.
Machao?
I don't even know if that's Amhara.
Machao?
I don't know what that is.
Mislal.
You're not.
I know someone called Mislal.
You know what you are? You're a proud Dergi child, my brother. I don't even know in society Sabdiha. I don't know.
I've got this book I was reading. I read it ages ago. That's like when I first found out that, like, you know, there was differences between EPLF and ELF, and it was a girl. She's from Eritrea, and she was half Amhara, half Tagaru. I mean, half Amhara, sorry, half Eritrean. And you know what her mom did? Because she wasn't allowed to be half Ethiopian. Her mom put her on top of a cupboard and left the house. Wow. That's the people of the Derg that got left there. You know, these people, and then the mom got put in jail. Like, at least they had proper, you know, some kind of system. And
because they're inhumane.
What is this white crazy nonsense lady doing in Eritrean history? She has no clue about our history. You have no clue about your history,
You know what you should ask him, Rayaweyti? You know what you should ask him? Why is your English so good? Ra, ha, hi. That's a fake account, obviously, but why is your English so good? You're talking about her, not ka English salam tight boy. Harami. We call him Harami. People like this guy, that guy, we call him Harami. Harami means he ran for his life, and now he's a subject matter expert in Eritrea. Why don't you go back? You talking about race. We talking about our people. There's a difference. She knows more about your people than you do. That's where you should be ashamed. She's speaking out on behalf of our political prisoners. You should be ashamed. He, or you don't even deserve to be responded to. Let's think about people that actually are doing something to help.
Why Swedish government don't give Adu protection for these crazy people?
I don't know what it is. Hello, they do, but to a certain extent. The problem is they do it. They bother her just enough to where she feels threatened, but don't really take action. But the problem is, Hanta Ma'ata Hadat Ulul is going to take action. That's when we'll have a problem. One day, somebody that's cuckoo is going to do something. Then we're all going to come out talking about we should have, could have helped in this. Let's help now.
I'm with you.
That's crazy. Who else wants to call? Let's go.
Because I got to get to work.
I'll give you guys 5 minutes. 2:15.
I just looked at the time. It's clocking over, and I'm like, lucky I put my phone on airplane mode. Because they're
2 hours and 15 minutes. We got to go. If you guys are going to call now. You guys got like 8 minutes.
Fatawi keeps saying, I have no permission. Are you Fatawi?
Messenger message Gabarin and Fatawi Haruru, and I'll and I will call you if you message me. Go ahead.
Ahmed, Tigray has 3 languages. Kunama, Tigrinya, and Arab are 3 languages. So you know Eritrea, how to speak for Eritrea. In Eritrea have 9 languages, but in Tigray only 1 language. Nope. Not true. Anybody is welcome to speak their language in Tigray as well, by the way. Anybody who goes to university in Tigray is allowed to speak their language. Nobody is stopped. Nobody is, made to feel bad because they're from Oromia or from Amhara or from Afar. Nobody in Tigray has been treated like that. So I don't know where you got that information from.
Oh, I found him.
I love Eritrea so much. Sis, go to school. How about you go to school, Patra?
Right, Patri. How about you go back to Eritrea? I'm calling you.
You had a good education there? How was it? Was Sawa a great education?
Allah did Woldu. I'm calling you. Al-Allah.
Someone said, they said this is more like a Sunday night stand-up comedy, watching you two both talk to the low IQ and comments. I'm having fun.
Me too. This is great. I love this.
I love to be able to take them down. Like, let's not take them down, but like, my show is a bit different. Everybody's show is a bit different, but it's, some people need to actually be told. Look in the mirror and go actually figure out who you are, figure out what Eritrea means to you, figure out who you stand for, and then...
That's the one I was saying she's trying to call. Salam Aladin.
Salam. Hi.
Tahana Lana. I'm sorry. If you're not my friend, I can't see the message, but I went and found you.
Oh, thank you. I'm supportive.
Thank you.
But I'm on bedtime with kids.
No problem.
So are you live?
We're live. The whole world is watching or listening.
Yes. So I've been texting. We're not friends, but I watch you, and thank you for doing everything positive, both of you.
Thank you, sister.
Thank you.
Thank you. And I got to get back to my kids, and maybe next time.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for being and supporting us. Thank you for standing up for humanity. We love you. Tell your kids we love them. Good night.
Oh, thank you so much. And I sometimes also text you on a messenger, and whenever I watch positive things.
So I won't lose you. I texted you on purpose.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Aladid. Thank you. Okay, good night.
Thank you, both of you. Bye.
Ciao.
Bye. You guys should do every Sunday night. Yeah, I'm going to get fired.
Right. Okay, Masalama Lua. We're getting ready to wrap it up. Everyone say good night to our sister. Here's what I would like from you.
Sorry, go.
I will give you. So before we leave, here's what I need you guys to do. You guys see Adu Blina link. You guys go to my page, Captain Eritrea, and donate to Adu Blina Hagzaina. Second thing I want you to do, there's about 160 of you here. Go ahead and hit share. Share Gwaru, so it can be shared everywhere and people can see the link. And then I'm gonna put my sister big here.
No, we
can
don't
speak
have
to you guys.
I just want to there are a lot of Eritreans out there that don't know who I am, so if they do have questions, always just send them to me or to you. I'm happy to address anything if that I haven't addressed tonight. I think by attacking some of these Donkorots, you can see that what I stand for is humans and the right for humans to be free in Eritrea, and for you guys to actually show some sympathy and respect to your fellow brothers and sisters that are stuck inside that country. And to the fellow humans that are across the border that are being raped and killed by people who support Isaias. And to think about what it is to be Eritrean, because you had a very amazing chance to become an incredible country, and he blew it up, and he did everything wrong. So you can love Eritrea, that's fine. But love humans at the same time and question Isaiah's people, please. That's my final message for the night. Just question what you know. Why are your family missing? Okay.
Thank you so much.
Adhanet wants to speak.
Say again?
Adhanet wants to speak.
No, we got to let her go. She has work, 2:15. We'll try again. I'll bring her back again soon. I always talk to KASECH. We thank you guys. We love you guys. Before we say goodnight, I want to say, hey, let's help Adu Blina. I want to share this. كل التحلال فوق صح جزء تحتس لزخوانة شجر كلوا نحن بعلنا كن حجزنا Team Freedom Australia. We're getting big. We have a lot of people in Melbourne, Sydney. Everybody
Can you connect me to some more? Because I don't know who to trust here at this point.
I will contact the people we trust with Team Freedom, and I'll get them in touch with KASECH. Only people I trust, because there's higduff everywhere, and main people. I have a lawyer friend there. I have a speaker, all kinds of people. But they're huge in Australia.
Even so, what I'm seeing is we have a lot of Eritreans here that don't support Isaias, but don't support Tigray either.
Right. And that's okay, as long as you support freedom and peace. That's it.
No, they don't support either of it. They just, nope, on the fence. And those fence sitters are the ones that need to,
I need to win them. Those are the ones I need to win. I need you to cross over to freedom. I need you to cross over for we the people. But with that said, we want to say thank you very much. We love you guys. KASECH, you'll be back in our show soon. I know we've been kind of not beating the ball around and not really having you on. They love you. I'm going to try having you during the daytime if we can make it work. I know the time differences is hard. With that said, before I play the song, I wanted to say Eid Mubarak Kulu Sana Wahatum Bikhair to all my Muslim brothers. We love you guys. Eid Mubarak. The song is dedicated to you guys. Eritreawi Muslim and Ethiopian Muslim Hawatna and all over the world. Eid Mubarak. Back to that song. Captain, my sister KASECH, and to the haters. ملاك كتصبغوا
بتعمل تبوك ملاك بتعمل تبوك
لا يتشاو مسلم حواتنا بتعملوا ما فينا كنا This guy is mad.
He said, go to hell with the white cat.
Pay no mind. La la. Muslim حواتنا زين عقومي.
Eid Mubarak.
Eid Mubarak. Mubarak. Eid Mubarak. كل سنة وأنتم بخير.
Love you too, Helena.
Good night, Daniel. How are you? I love you, bro. Thank you, man. Come. I love Tigray music. Hello, Eid Mubarak. Mubarak.
Shua.
Thank you, Shua. Hey.
I don't know their dance. I have to Google it.
Yeah, B.
Do they do shoulders too?
Hmm?
Do Tigray do shoulders too?
I think this is Tigray.
They don't do shoulders, do they?
Oh yeah, for Patri. Patra Eri. Thank you, Hawati. Is it I want to give this to them before I leave.
Even my hair's coming out. Should I?
Stega, Deborah, you can't understand him. He's full of hate. God will fix him.
Poor Ahmed, honestly.
Right. Proper English. Abba. Hey, to my Muslim brothers and sisters in Eritrea, Ethiopia, Eid Mubarak, Kullu sana wa hatum bikhair. Inshallah, mashallah. Thank you for donating. I love you guys.
Fatawi, we couldn't respond. Sorry, Fatawi just messaged me in the inbox saying he tried to call.
Who's this?
No. Hasab is not sales. You talk is not true. Hasab belongs to the Afarians, so once Afar decides as well that they don't want to be part of Isaiah's mob anymore, Asab don't belong to Eritrea anymore anyways.
Asab is given to Abi by Isaiah. Now we can do. Yeah, we will ignore the negative comments. Thank you.
Honey, yeah, we love to comment on them because it's we like to not ignore them because they've been ignored for way too long.
They need to be addressed.
30 years too long. That's why I do it.
$100, Howie? I can't remember. What was $100?
833.
833 kronas or something, right? I think 830 something kronas. Thank you guys. We love you. Eid Mubarak. Good night.